birds aren't waking at all now. Huh. Yeah, the software is getting scruffier by the day. Okay, I'm gonna have to spend the rest of the week doing a deep dive to fix it.
Oh, you came! Good.
Huh?
Want something to drink?
Hey, this isn't where that chapter left off.
With water? On the rocks? You don't have to be shy. It's on me. It's such a bizarre case, the HB serial killings. That being said, the facts are fairly straightforward. Pointing out a culprit can't be too hard. Do you already know? Terror. Who are they, really?
No, I mean... Yeah, but... Like, in the first game, when you went into a route that was locked, it kind of just put you at the point where it got locked. We've jumped somewhere else now. But yeah, Terra... We know Terra is Uru.
Right. Uru. We know he killed at least 3 people. Jin Furaway, Chikara Horadori, Andes Komeiji. But why did he kill them?
Wait, hang on. Oh. Oh, we don't know. Yeah, considering his complex, it's a bit odd he killed Tokiko, isn't it?
What was his goal?
He killed them for the Nirvana Initiative, right?
That's right. The Nirvana Initiative. The loony plan to have humans reach moksha. That's why Uru killed the 3 of them. We can put aside the little details for now. The most concerning aspect of the whole thing is the time difference. The left and right sides of the victims were found 6 years apart.
Yeah, that is really, really strange.
Regarding the first victim, the facts are already in. 6 years ago, on February 10th, Jin Furaway's body fell from the ceiling of Devita.
Wait, hang on. Because we now know the plan wasn't originally for 6 years. Terra had already deposited the right heart on top of the building.
And this year, 5 days ago, also on the 10th, Uru Somizuki's left half was found at the stadium, not Jin's. Plastic surgery and complete organ transplants. It fooled the investigators into thinking they were the same person. But what about the other victims? Chikara, Komeiji, Tokiko. How do you explain those 3?
And there's no sign of freezing.
You have good intuition. You might already know.
It couldn't be. No. They've done it again. The timeline's done the correct order.
Right. In other words, it's not like that. It's like this.
Oh my god.
This is the timeline that you actually experienced. The red and blue lines are intertwined, almost like DNA.
Oh! Do you remember how the masked girl looks exactly like Mizuki? In the past Mizuki ones, we weren't playing as her. We were playing as the masked girl.
You started on the red line from the top, and then followed the blue line, which led you to this point.
But what about... So Ryuki was also investigating time events in the present.
You've traversed 4 X's. The left side is 6 years ago, and the right side is this year.
Oh, that also explains how Shoma disappeared. Shoma didn't disappear, we just moved into the present.
To make things easier, we'll call the left side past and the right side present. In other words, you came here, jumping back and forth between past and present, a day at a time, all to end up here.
So each day it swaps over.
Now do you understand? Chikara's right half was found the night of the 11th in the past. His left half was found the next morning.
Oh.
Komeji's right half was found on the 13th.
Oh! Because also, there was a point when we were talking to Shoma, and he was acting like he had just talked to Komeji the day before, but he would have been dead, but not in the past.
His left half was found the next morning at 6 a.m.
Oh, and that explains how I got confused in that investigation. Because no one was talking about everyone was talking about kidnapping the body like it had just happened. Nobody was mentioning it happened 6 years ago, because it hadn't happened 6 years ago. It had happened, like, 2 days ago.
6 years have passed, and now we're here. In the present, Tokiko's right half was found on February 12th. The next day, a little past midnight, her left half was found in the basement of Horodori Institute. Long story short, the left and right halves weren't found 6 years apart. They were all found soon after each other.
Oh, this is amazing.
Nothing supernatural here.
I want to check the timeline. This chart that shows the flow of the story in chronological order. The true flow chart can be checked. Okay, so in the present, we did all this. But then it was Ryuki doing all these. So 6 years ago, it couldn't have been Mizuki actually doing this. It would have had to have been the masked girl. So she did Gen Somnium. And oh, that's right, because around here, we talked to Lian, and he said someone paid him to break into Horodori to find a secret room. And we did that here. Okay, so then it's Ryuki doing all this. So that was Mame in the present. And oh, that's right, because here I was talking about how, like, Kizuna had gone missing, like she had 6 years ago. But that wasn't but no one was talking about it because that wasn't 6 years ago. That was the present kidnapping of 6 years ago. Okay, this is all making sense. So why didn't Ryuki notice?
Anyway, that's just my genius analysis. Oh, but I know what you're gonna say. There's still tons of things that can't be explained, right?
Oh yeah, I was just talking about a few of them.
Especially, who killed Uru and Tokiko?
Oh yeah, who did the present day murders?
Jin, Chikara, Komeiji. It was Terror, Uru, who sliced these three in half. But then Uru was killed in the present, February 10th. Tokiko's body was found after that.
Wait, maybe it was Shoma. Wait, no, because we know it wasn't Shoma, he has an alibi.
So who killed Uru and Tokiko? Well, I'm sure this mess will be cleared up soon.
Double check something. So... yeah, Date showed up. And we were still in the 6 years ago. He hadn't gone missing yet.
By Mizuki, her friend, and by you, Freya.
Oh, because Freya sounds like player, I get it.
So anyway, good luck with the rest of your investigation. I'll be cheering you on. Huh? Who was I just talking to? Maybe I've had a bit too much to drink. It's awfully cold tonight.
Okay, so now we're back here.
Hey, about Kizzy. Are you sure she's okay?
Don't worry. I made sure she's fine.
Kizuno went missing. Last night around 11 o'clock, Richie, her father, contacted me. Ivor and I started our search for Kizzy. After a while, I got a call on my phone. It was from her. She told me to meet her here at Iowan.
So, that makes us sisters?
We're not the same age, but we're like identical twins. We have almost the same genes.
That's crazy. I'm a copy of you.
Don't say it like that.
But I'm your clone, right?
Technically, yes. But our DNA isn't exactly the same. My genome was rearranged. Your DNA was modified on top of that. Which is why you don't have the symptoms I have. Basically, you're an upgrade. The perfect version of me.
Don't say it like that.
About February 6 years ago.
It's like I told you. I want to know who did this to me. I know that Chikara was the mastermind, but I want solid proof. That's why I was investigating him and his institute. But then, out of the blue, he gets killed. That's why I started following the HB case.
Oh yeah, she doesn't show up until Chikara dies. I asked her about what happened back then. She told me the details about what happened on the 12th and the 14th. The 12th? Oh, of course, because this would be how Mizuki finds out the past event stuff. Wait, so Boss must have known about her. She must have already been an Abyss agent. 14th?
What you have seen and heard cannot be shared with anyone. If you do, I will kill her.
Kill her? Oh, she meant... Terra meant me. Amana kill... Yeah, that's possible. That is certainly possible. Let's see. Amane's somnium was in the present. And it was all kinds of messed up. And it still seemed like she was scared of him, though. But it's also a question, whoever killed Uru was able to get underneath the nice building to deposit the body. And doesn't quite explain whoever killed Tokiko. So, yes, he might. Maybe she killed Uru, but didn't kill Tokiko.
I have an abundant amount of money. Even if I were to die, the assassins I've hired would still find her.
I see. That's why you didn't talk about what happened 6 years ago. But I think it's okay to start talking now. Why? I was able to freeze all of Terror's hidden accounts. We don't need to worry about any assassins anymore.
Oh, that's good.
You don't remember anything from February 6 years ago, do you?
I do not. My body was destroyed in the explosion at the cathedral. The Abyss communication network was also offline, so there was no backup taken.
Why were you hiding your identity?
If I revealed myself to you, you would want to know everything. And one way or another, you'd find out. You'd find out that your genes were spliced. That your real parents aren't Renju and Shoko.
I mean, yeah. They really aren't her parents in any sense of the word now. Like, they were barely her parents in the first game. That was a whole plot point.
I didn't want you to end up like me. I wanted you to live a normal life. As normal as possible, anyway. Get a normal job, a normal husband, get married, start a family, live happily ever after. A life like that. But if I showed up, I would ruin all that. That's what I thought, at least. I see.
So, Aiba must have also been running around... Oh, that's right! Aiba wasn't in Date's eye socket until this point in the past. Because she was with the masked woman. Date only gets shown with Aiba in his eye from this point. Oh, that checks out.
But why didn't you tell me 7 years ago in November? I was already well on my way to an abnormal life at that point. Maybe that's true. Yeah, the same as me. When I was 6, you were born at Horadori Institute and sent here. I'm guessing they thought it was too difficult to raise you at the Institute. I remember the day you arrived like it was yesterday. You were still a baby, but the moment I saw you, I got this feeling. I started bawling my eyes out. The people at the facility didn't know we were related. Makes sense. They were told we were from 2 different places. But we're both named Mizuki, and we looked really similar. So to make it easier, everyone started calling me Big Sis. They called you Mizuki.
Yeah, what happened after?
They took me to Horadori Institute every so often for examinations. Well, I say examinations. I mean human experiments. I don't think you remember, but they did terrible things. I remember getting shots with needles as big as boba straws.
Oh, that's pretty big.
The Horadori Institute ended when I was 9 and you were 3. It shut down and we were finally free. That's about the time you were adopted by the Okiura family. But me? Well, I told you about me, right? You were blind in one eye and had a heart condition. Right. So it was hard to find a family who would take me. Ultimately, it was Mr. Chieda, the chairman. So when you were 9, you were adopted by the Chiedas.
Wait, hang on, because Kizuna said she lost Big Sis.
I spent the next 6 years there.
Oh no, wait, no, she said that as well.
Up until I was 15, I lived under the same roof as Kizuna. I see.
Yeah, that checks out with the somnium.
That's why she called me Big Sis.
And after that?
You said something about an eccentric woman? Yeah, I was adopted by her. Do you mean Shizue Kuranushi, boss?
Oh my.
Which is why my name is Mizuki Kuranushi now.
So she's boss's daughter. Oh, that explains so much.
You think that sounds kinda lame, huh? No, it's not that. You know how we're stronger than everybody else? Maybe she thought I'd come in handy. So she wanted to make you work for her. I don't know if that's the truth, but that's what she told me. Boss taught me how to fight. After she adopted me, she trained me hard every day. 6 years ago, when I was 18, I was hired as a top-secret member of Abyss.
Yeah, we'd work that out.
Boss wanted someone who she could rely on. Someone who would never betray her. She trusted me to handle the most sensitive situations. Basically, I'm like a ninja. Well, a kunoichi. Which is why my existence at Abyss had been hidden.
Right, that's all stuff we'd worked out.
The only people who know are Boss, Pewter, and Ryuki. Ryuki? Why? I wonder.
Wait, yeah, Ryuki knows?
By the way, I'm curious. Why were we given the same name?
Yeah, me too. We know in the past she had Iba. While Iba wasn't in Date, who does she have now? It's not Tama, because Tama is red.
I don't know. Maybe they didn't really care about the name. But wouldn't that make it harder to tell us apart at the Institute? I don't think they had any trouble. We had code names at Horadori Institute. I was Mouse, and you were Rabbit.
Oh! The Somnium! In the Somnium, she was rescuing Rabbit!
And you remember what they called us at Iowan, right? You were Big Sis, and I was Mizuki. Yeah. Is that what I called you? No. You were still little. You couldn't talk much. You just called me Bibi. Bibi? Yeah. Bibi, huh? Anyway, we've already spent enough time here. We shouldn't be wasting time like this. Good point. There's still tons we don't know about the HB case. Follow me. I want to show you something. Huh? What is it? Oh, no. It's nothing. Let's go, Bibi.
If her AI ball doesn't get, like, properly revealed, I'm gonna bet there is fan art of it somewhere. But maybe we'll see it in the third game. In the first game we were encountering real Mizuki. Because, well, hang on. In the first game we were encountering Mizuki. Because Bibi was already 18. No. Yeah, 18 then. So she would have looked older. So every time we saw child Mizuki, that was our Mizuki. But, Date, why are you dressed like that?
Ah! What the fuck?
Alright, yeah, we haven't found this out yet in this timeline.
This is information overload. My brains are gonna flow out of my ears. Jeez, just relax. I can't just relax. What is this corpse doing here?
Because also, remember, she was already blind in one eye at that point.
And why are Kizzy and Leon here?
So, yeah, that couldn't have been Mizuki, the BB in the first game.
Oh, and most importantly, who the hell is this?
What, isn't it obvious?
Wait, you're that stupid porno mag collecting old man.
No.
Yes.
Why are you dressed like that? Where is Genny? What are you doing here?
Yeah, Mizuki, that's rude.
And one last thing. Where have you been the past 6
Yeah.
years? Why didn't you try to contact me?
You have so much child support backed up.
I'm sorry, Mizuki.
6 birthdays, Date. That's what you have to make up, Date. 6 birthdays and 6 Christmases.
Okay. I think I kind of get it. 6 years ago, Date lost his memory when the ceiling collapsed on him.
Okay, so this is just the timeline where we learn everything all at once.
Then he got captured by terror but managed to escape.
And he's been wandering the Earth for the past 6 years.
5 days ago, on the 10th, he heard the news about Jin's body being found.
And finally got his memory back.
That's right.
My voice reaches Date's brain right now. This is because there is a sepsin device in his left eye socket. You can mute me by turning it off, but that's a real hassle, so it's still on. This is the same for Mizuki Kushinigi. She hears my voice too. Mizuki Kuranashi. It's kind of long. I'll just call her BB. Hopefully in this timeline Gen's still alive. Yeah, he should be. There is nothing to kill him. Because Gen only dies after we do... Yeah. Mizuki Date is a clone of Mizuki Kushin... of big name, BB. And he was raised at Horodori Institute, which then got shut down because Richie was like, oh shit, this is really unethical. And then adopted by Date... Well, no, adopted by two people who really shouldn't have adopted a child. And then adopted by Date. Who also isn't the best parent, but he's a lot better than the other two.
What? Do you have more insults to hurl at me for missing 6 years of your life?
No, it's not that. Maybe she just wanted to hear you say, Mizuki, you've grown so much, or something emotional like that. No, not that either.
Ah, right. For you, it's been 6 years. For me, it's different. I've been back for 4 days dressed like this. I've been watching you guys the whole time. So I don't really have anything sappy to say.
I told you it's not that!
I'm home. Welcome back.
Yeah, what about that?
Is that what you wanted to hear?
A little bit.
Alright, okay. Let me try this again. Mizuki, I'm home.
Welcome back, Date.
Hi.
But that's not what I wanted to say. I threw away all your porno mags.
Well, you know what? He deserves that for missing 6 years. Yeah, where's the real Gen?
Not here.
It's fine, I know where he is. Don't you have an idea too?
Where could he be? I guess he might be at Marble. Actually, why are you two here?
I've known her for a long time. She's a former coworker from back when I was doing bad stuff. Back then, I used to call her Quartz.
Hey, don't just blurt that out!
Mizuki's name comes from crystal. The kanji for crystal can be read as Mizuki.
Crystals are the solid form of silicon dioxide, a mineral. Most often recognized as quartz.
Wait, so you were in a Thieves Guild, BB? The snow isn't letting up. Don't change the subject.
Why are you here?
Here with Kizzy. I got a call from my old pal Date.
I asked him to unlock something for me.
Are you talking about the freezer?
No, I got that open on the 13th.
It was a different lock this time.
Anyway, that is when we met with Date and the woman he was with.
The woman?
Wait, what?
I was there too.
Yeah, were you missing?
I am a little embarrassed to admit this, but Leon and I plan to elope.
Oh. Wait a minute. Oh, of course, because we get the panicked call in the past. And so, that's, in this line, we get the call from the dad, who is panicked, but no one else is panicking about it. So yeah, she's not gone missing. They're just go. That's nice. They're gonna run off in every timeline.
What?
May I ask why?
Yeah, kind of. Basically, the player needs information to understand a lot of the stuff.
Izzy's father won't accept me.
But yeah, it looks like the golden ending will be incorporating the best bits of the end timeline for those two.
You threatened to
And Gen's not dead, so
continue to see me.
That's when I suggested that we run off together.
but yeah, I guess things will be fine for them.
And I agreed.
So you two...
Yeah. They're both on the run for love.
But we don't know exactly where we want to go yet.
Right. We need some more time to think about it.
Phoebe,
What? Oh, nothing. I just wanted to call you by that name.
when did you find out about the corpse in the freezer?
Last night. Date called me out of the blue. He told me about the corpse. And how he was pretending to be Genny. And everything else he knew.
Who is the corpse?
Let's talk about it later. Trust me, if I explain it now, it'll only confuse you.
So yeah, maybe with an extra time to work it out, Date's managed to also find the cathedral and work it out? Why are you pretending to be Genny?
I know that Horadori Institute and Nyes are both caught up in the HB case. Gen was created at the Institute, and he was acquaintances with Tokiko. So, by borrowing his mask, I could snoop on Tokiko and other members of Horadori Institute.
But why do you still look like that here?
Horadori Institute and Nyes people come here all the time. Imitating Gen makes it easier to eavesdrop on him. Gonna be honest, this has gotten way out of hand. I can't do this on my own. We need to work together to stop their plan.
Their plan?
Yeah, the Nirvana initiative. So first, I contacted Mizuki Kuranushi.
Date and I met 6 years ago.
At the abandoned factory, of course!
He knew how to get a hold of me.
I shared everything I had, and told her to find you, Mizuki.
Oh, that's why they weren't as familiar!
To help stop them?
Basically.
My original, Bibi. The stupid perverted porno mag collecting old man. Also my dad. Ugh. About Bibi.
I suppose Big Sis has already told you everything. Big Sis and I lived in the same home for 6 years. But I never thought my Big Sis was my Big Sis's Big Sis.
So confusing.
We'll just have to call her Bigger Sis.
Anyway, Mizuki Date. I will call you Little Big Sis from now on. And you, Mizuki Kuranushi, I will call you Big Sis.
Bigger Sis.
Still, just as confusing.
Biggest Sis. Mizuki is Bibi's clone. Date already knows this, Bibi told him. But Kisner and Lien don't know this yet. They think they're just sisters.
I have told him that I am safe and sound.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you weren't kidnapped.
I am so sorry that I worried you.
Yeah, I'm sorry about all this, you guys.
What time is it, Lien?
Why do you ask?
No reason.
It is currently 4:25 a.m. Daybreak is close.
Okay, I'll ask again. What's the deal with the corpse? Why is it in the freezer?
It's better that you see for yourself.
Let me just show you.
Another corpse?
No, not one more.
Not one at all.
It's half.
Nice, Japan. Okay, yeah, so they just managed to find the body with the extra day of investigation themselves.
So, you finished reading the file?
Yeah. Now do you understand? Now you know whose left half is in the freezer. Jin. Jin Furue. That's what he really looks like.
Oh hey, the box is back.
And this body?
Uru Somizuki. Terror. He murdered 3 people 6 years ago. Jin, Chikara, and Andy's Komeiji. What's this? There's some kind of device in there.
It appears to be a jet-like nozzle device.
A jet-like nozzle. Wait, maybe it's for dispensing that TC purge thing. Uru's right half? Tokiko must have written this.
I wanted to ask Shoma about the genetic experiments, so I visited him.
And I looked like Gen, so it didn't raise any concerns.
He told me a lot.
About his body and his older sister, and about the hidden safe.
That's what we came here for. Wait. Shoma has an older sister?
Wait, hang on. Were we ever playing Mizuki? Okay, we find out about that here? Or do we find out about it here? When did we find that out?
Yeah.
Now this is really something where I'm gonna have to replay this whole thing. Like in proper chronological order to work out who knows what.
You know her well.
Kizuna and Iris's friend.
A mermaid at some fish pocket.
A mame doi.
Really? I can't really say anything more than what's in the file. Uru Somizuki. He's the child that was kidnapped from Iowan when he was 6.
I know, it's really messed with my head.
It was Chikara and Tokiko who took him. They wanted to make him Jin Furue's donor.
So for over a decade, they did surgery after surgery, giving more and more of Uru to Jin. Half of his face, too.
The skin he lost was replaced by an artificial skin made of carbon chitin. Half his face was transplanted onto Jin's as well.
Right. And it was only half because Jin had a percent-shaped birthmark on the left side of his face.
A holy symbol for the Order of Percent. It was considered sacred.
Yeah, time travel's not a thing. I was completely wrong on that, but... I mean, I was kind of half right, in a sense. Because I was correct in that it didn't make sense for Terra to be dead in the past, in the future. Just like the bits where I was thinking, hang on, Terra has to be dead for like this line to make sense, but he has to be alive for this line, and I was correct, that didn't make sense because that line wasn't there, it was here. But also the weird thing is Ryuki in the present.
And Chikara, being a devoted follower, couldn't get himself to rip that skin off.
Which is why the left half of Jin's face was left
I mean, Ryuki in the present is what's confusing me.
And after all those transplants, Jin's body ended up being cut in half.
Maybe Tama's also glitching out.
6 years later, February of this year, Uru's body was cut in half.
So what was discovered was Jin's right half and Uru's left half.
Jin and Uru are essentially mirror images of one another.
So when the police were identifying Uru's body, they got their DNA sample to compare against from Jin's organs.
And because those were originally taken from Uru, it naturally follows that they match.
So that's why...
That is the mistake that caused investigators to believe that they were the same person.
Like, the whole thing that's messing me up is the Mizuki in the past was BB, and that's messing me up on who knows what at what time.
Only a few hours ago, around 1 a.m.
I asked Leon to open the door to the staircase.
So the lock you mentioned earlier.
That's right. The lock to the staircase door.
That's when I asked them about their plans to run away together.
Then the four of us headed down the stairs. Leon carried Kizuno down.
And that's when we found the corpse on the ritual platform.
Oh, what have you just realized?
That outfit was so hard to move in. With the wireframe and all the stuffing.
About
I
Jin.
don't need to explain it. You should already know.
Yeah. So, Mizuki couldn't have been investigating all the crime scenes and everything.
Jin Furue, the child of Tokiko and Chikara.
He was born with a rare and complicated disease. It caused inoperable tumors to grow in the right half of his body.
Jin might have had it worst of all. He got his first transplant when he was really young. I don't think he wanted to take organs from Uru. Remember what it said in Uru's diary? He said he wanted to apologize. I think he is referring to Jin.
Yeah, that's what we've worked out. That in the past, in the bits of Mizuki's side that have been in the past, that was really BB with Aiba. And that's where Aiba was during 6 years ago. That was her assignment and why she wasn't in Date's eye socket. Until the events of the cathedral.
So you think the transplant was done against Jin's will? I'm not positive, but that's just the feeling I get.
Leon and Kizuna aren't here right now. We split at ramen. Yeah, I guess it makes sense Jin would feel bad because he's not a believer in the Order of Percent. He doesn't even seem like he has much ties to his parents.
They're not going far away, are they?
They should be fine. They said they were going to think hard about where to go.
Aaron pervert.
I used Marco's X-ray function.
Marco, that's her AI ball. Marco.
Marco? The name of my AI ball in my left eye. He's pretty shy. He doesn't talk much.
Okay, Marco, that's who we've got to look up fan art off later.
Unlike someone else I know.
Excuse me, are you talking about me?
Mm-hmm. I know Aiba really well. We were partners 6 years ago. When I was hired at Abyss, I was supposed to get Marco transplanted into my left eye. But he wasn't finished yet. So instead, I got Aiba. But Aiba and Date... Yeah, Aiba and Date were kind of fighting at the time. And I needed to see if I was compatible with an AI ball at all, so...
I see. I apologize. I do not remember anything from back then.
Because of the explosion, right?
Yes.
It's kinda sad. I made so many memories with you, Aiba.
Yeah, that's what we had just been working out.
I've been wondering. 6 years ago, why did Uru cut the bodies in half? That was for the Nirvana Initiative, right? Yeah, but what does that have to do with the plan? And speaking of, is the Nirvana Initiative still happening?
Hey, wait a minute. In the present, we had a recorded message from Terra, didn't we? With the rockets. The rockets are still in the present.
I mean, after all, Terra's dead. Right, the mastermind is dead. But you saw it. On the night of the 13th, on the rooftop of Misaton.
So maybe there's another Terra.
That was terror. It was definitely Uru's voice. But Uru should have been dead.
Perhaps his voice was recorded.
Either way, the rehearsal happened even after Terror died. Which means...
And there was also a new Bats 490 style video that came out, wasn't there?
The main event will likely still happen as well.
Yeah, it's safe to assume it will proceed as planned.
Oh, who are you thinking?
But I still don't understand the full scope of the Nirvana Initiative.
It has to be a character we already know exists.
When? Where? How? We are completely in the...
What if it was Ryuki? What if he had a complete psychotic breakdown and just killed him?
Why don't you ask the culprit?
Yeah, good idea. Hey, Uru, what's up with your plan, you asshole?
No, that's not what I meant. There are other culprits. Whoever killed Uru and Tokiko.
You believe they might know something about the Nirvana Initiative?
I don't know for sure, but they at least might have some clues.
Yeah. I mean, there's quite a few people with motives to kill Terra. There's Shoma, there's Amane.
We don't have enough information.
There's Ryuki, there's Tama.
Looks like we're gonna need some extra help.
Help?
Over here. Come with me.
There's Boss, there's Pewter.
You would think that, right? But check this out.
Open sesame!
Marco, please.
Ooh, a hidden passage.
What is this?
As you can see, it's a hidden passage.
But why is it here?
Let's get moving.
Wait.
What?
Wait, hang on. So, there were two cathedrals as well. Because this is the ruined one. So,
What does this
the
mean?
ruined cathedral and the staircase cathedral are different.
It means exactly what you see.
There are two cathedrals? That's right.
Mizuki, look.
Ryuki!
Ryuki.
I'm here too.
Oh, hey, Tama.
Tama.
How is Ryuki doing?
Terrible. It was a bad idea to show him this place. He's been like this for hours.
How Kizuna?
I heard. So she eloped, huh?
Yeah, not that much of a jump scare. I was expecting him a little bit to show up, just not here.
Had nothing to do with the video. It was just Ryuki's active imagination.
Yeah, are you okay, Ryuki?
He appears to at least be breathing.
Might not be if there was rope and a branch in here.
Ooh, that's dark. That is dark.
This has been eating at Ryuki for the past 6 years. He regretted what he did and blamed himself. He betrayed Date and shot Mizuki Kuranushi with a stun bullet. And what happened to Mizuki, Date, and Kizuna on top of that? Yeah, Terra detonated the bomb, but it was Ryuki who told Date about this place.
I know, but still.
If he never did, Kizuna and Mizuki wouldn't have been hurt. That's what's been plaguing him. He started drinking, which made the whole thing worse.
I don't care if he feels bad about it. I still don't forgive him.
Easy. He had his reasons.
It also implemented a self-destruct program. If I activate it, she'll be lost forever.
I was overhauled completely during maintenance a few years back, and that function was deleted.
Oh, good.
That's when Ryuki opened up about what happened.
Why didn't you share this earlier?
I couldn't. Ryuki betrayed Abyss. He did something you can't come back from. I couldn't let anyone find out.
So you protected him?
It's the same reason I didn't upload the investigation data from 6 years ago. I made an oath. No matter what, I will protect Ryuki.
But Ryuki himself could have informed us sooner.
You should know why he didn't do that. Why he gave in to Terra's demands.
He wanted to protect his loved ones.
Wouldn't you do the same?
Date called me.
Yeah, I told him to head over to the other cathedral.
Does that mean he saw Uru's corpse in Tokiko's file?
He did, yep.
Yeah, well, Tama and Iber have always kind of been like that.
And then he came here through the hidden passage.
I think a little bit.
Do you hate Ryuki? Of course I do. I want to shove a pipe in his mouth and stir up his organs. 6 years ago, he... It made my heart condition worse.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Affected my work. I can't investigate properly if I have to go to the hospital all the time. But when I heard you recently joined Abyss, I shadowed you. And February 10th, when you went to the stadium, I got there before you and found the corpse. At the time, I had no clue it was Uru's left half. But I knew it had to do with the HB case from 6 years ago. I told you before that the one thing I wanted was for you to live a normal life. I couldn't let you get caught up in this case. I had to stop you. That's why...
I see. You shot at Mizuki to dissuade her from finding the corpse.
It didn't really work though, did it? Seems a little pissed. Date on the... Oh, yeah, there you are.
Marco, can you send Iba the data?
Got it. Opening it. It is a cross-section of the 2 cathedrals.
Ah, okay, let's see.
You get it now? There's one on the east and one on the west.
Terror blew up the west one. This one, right here.
Wait, hang on. So where does the lift in the east one go?
Which happens to be the same side Ryuki met Terror. What he called his execution chamber.
On the east side was Uru's corpse and Tokiko's file.
And that mysterious box.
The one connected to the Nyes building is the east one. You can take the elevator up to the president's office.
Wait.
Ryuki, you made a mistake. But lying around here in all your misery isn't gonna fix anything. If you really regret what you did, solve this case. That's the only way to atone. Ryuki, I remember one night we went out drinking. You told me about your little brother. You always talk about him when you drink. You made him a promise, right? You said, I'll become a hero of justice. If I've fallen, I just need to get back up again.
Life has just been kicking Ryuki for the past 6 years, hasn't it?
It doesn't matter how many times you fall. As long as you have a body to do it, you climb back up again. Come on, Ryuki. Climb above the debris. It doesn't matter if you're pitiful.
Oh.
It doesn't matter if you show vulnerability.
Him being controlled by terror, that makes sense why his somnium had the rubble in the shape of a hand. It's like he was being puppeted.
And you make it back to the top. That's what we do. That's what makes us human.
Mr. Date. Everyone.
Ryuki, now's not the time to cry. Come climb up here.
Then you can cry.
Don't get me wrong. I'll only forgive you after we solve this case. So...
Yeah, we haven't felt tension in a while. Lots of sad, awe, and happy moments.
Okay.
After that, we all shared information. Aiba, Tomo, and Mariko shared everything on the local network. Oh, and Marco shared everything on the local network. Date received everything as well via a device implanted in his eye socket. Everything that wasn't recorded electronically was shared verbally. Everything from 6 years ago, everything from this year. All the information, including Somnia, from top to bottom.
So, the first thing on the agenda is stopping the Nirvana initiative.
I assume so. I'm guessing that might be a localization mistake. Like they probably... Like in Japanese, it's probably still Marco, but it's spelt in the phonetic language that indicates it's a foreign language name. So it would be the ones that say out Marako. Because of, you know, they don't have ones for every single syllable. So the translators just changed it to Marco because it's probably meant to be that, but they forgot to do it in this instance. That's my guess of that. It's probably not important.
When, where, how? We don't know anything about it.
It did confuse me a bit.
We should know everything except where. Tama shared all her data, right?
I did receive the information.
I didn't give it a close look. Ryuki, can you tell us more about the Nirvana initiative?
Yeah, I'll explain everything in order. First, Terror, Uru, created a video.
Zero videos.
QR video, Nirvana trial, and Nirvana X. The QR video was the first.
The QR code on the signboard in Jin's body. That was a link to the video, right?
Right. So it was first made public 6 years ago, on February 10th. The motive was...
Only a small part of my plan. It's the prototype.
There were stories about people who went missing after watching the video.
It's just an urban legend.
It was actually the second video that caused people to go missing. The Nirvana trial.
It was uploaded on February 9th.
So maybe the images, they activate people who have the TC Purge in them.
Back when Uru was still alive.
But what for?
I think it was a beta version of Nirvana X, the third video. For testing purposes for the main event.
Testing what?
There was a code, like BATS 490 in the Nirvana trial video. That code led to the Eastern Cathedral. The coordinates led to the staircase.
Yeah, but that door has tons of locks.
Right, but the staircase had another code. By solving that, you could collect the numerous keys located all over the city. And those who did solve everything would be able to unlock the door to the Eastern Cathedral. Did you notice the box? Inside was a device that shot TC Purge.
Ah, called that.
If you open the box, it triggers.
When it enters the brain, it can even overwrite the DNA structure inside neurons. It can make you see things, make you dance. It makes you do weird...
Yeah, the videos are... It doesn't help the first time you see it. It's the first time Ryuki, like, glitches out, sees the Matrix.
And it spreads in the air. If this virus gets out somehow, the human race is in for a rough trip. Can you picture it? The whole world going crazy. People everywhere doing the unpredictable things. Crazy things. Over and over.
I'll be honest. I contracted TC Purge. Because I opened the box.
But it's okay. Ryuki has developed a resistance to it. And he can't spread it either. Having said that, TC Purge is still a problem.
Yeah, the second one was also very confusing.
Before the body develops a resistance, it can spread. Not to mention the neurons that are damaged can't be repaired.
That's why Ryuki was acting weird.
Is that what it looked like? When I was infected with TC Purge, my symptoms got worse. Disorientation, short-term memory loss, hallucinations.
He's been seeing hallucinations for 6 years now. The mental trauma of what happened to his brother.
Anyway, those who solved the code and opened the box contracted TC Purge.
And the third one didn't really do anything for me, though. I think I was just too used to them.
And as a result, they started acting strangely.
And now, there are people dancing and rioting in the streets, and a lot of suicides.
I see. These people would have no motivation to return home.
That's why so many people went missing.
In other words, Uru's experiments were a success. He's dead now, but his plan is still alive.
I'm guessing his lackeys are carrying out the plan now. To raise the curtain on the main event.
I think I know what they're gonna do. They're gonna shoot the rocket somewhere.
Somewhere there's a lot of people.
With TC Purge on the warhead.
The rocket will explode.
And the virus will spread?
Yeah.
Most likely, yes.
Tons of people will get infected with TC Purge.
It will grow in their bodies.
And inevitably spread.
From one person to another.
If we do things that are beyond the comprehension of the designer, simultaneously, all around the world, bugs will start appearing everywhere.
This will lead all mankind to reach moksha, an emancipation from this fictional world.
That is the Nirvana Initiative.
Even if this Nirvana thing turns out to be bullshit, the virus itself is a problem.
Right. I don't know if it will really cause glitches to appear or anything, but it'll be mass hysteria.
There is already an uptick in suicides.
So when?
The final video, Nirvana X, is already public.
Oh, it might be too late.
There's a 7-digit number, which is probably a time and a date.
February 15th.
Oh yeah, we've seen Nirvana X.
Noon, today.
Iva, what time is it now?
7:55 a.m.
We barely have 4 hours left.
Well,
We don't know.
my guess is the other letters that were in the video are some kind of code too. Maybe they point to a location.
CCFGGD AEIGAHE.
No. I converted the letters to numbers and checked the coordinates.
It's an area in the Pacific Ocean. No land around. I don't think those coordinates are where the plan is happening.
Then where could it be?
What could it be? Oh, yeah, sure, take your time. Can't let those tasty chickens escape.
Oh, I remember something Bibi said earlier. The culprit who killed Uru and Tokiko. Maybe they have a clue.
Right.
Well, in that case, there is one person. I don't know if they're the culprit, but they might have some valuable information. I didn't know where to find them before, but I've got a good idea now. That person, she's probably with Shoma.
Oh, we've got everyone's special vehicles.
I understand. I'll tell you the truth.
Big sis!
Amame.
The corpse in the freezer at Brahmin. I'm the reason it's there. It's my fault.
Okay, we already knew that.
6 years ago, February 11th.
Oh, hey, it's Otis.
Shoma wasn't here. Only my father and half a corpse.
Same half body that was in the suitcase. Mame said she'd take care of it. She brought it again, and they stored it in the freezer.
Genny didn't do anything wrong. I asked him to do it. And Shoma has nothing to do with this. He just found out too.
Mame, that's not what we're here to ask.
We're looking for the person who killed Terror and Tokiko.
What? Terror is dead?
We didn't have time to explain everything. Found out Terra's identity and the Nirvana Initiative as quickly as we could.
You can tell us more about what you know at the station.
Amame, will you come with us?
No, no! I don't care what you say! You can't take Big Sis away!
I agree with Shoma. I don't want you taking Amame away.
What's the problem? We just want to talk.
Wait, Amame, did you kill Terror and Tokiko?
What are you saying?
Amame didn't kill anyone!
You finished that robot, right?
Oh, yeah.
You named it Robo-G, huh?
Yeah, it's the second one, like a second child, so I named him Robo-G. He's much more powerful than before.
Okay, so we're still missing Otis then.
It can hold so much more weight than the previous model. Wait a minute, who cares? Could you people just leave?
Work on robotics. It's an Adarooster doll.
We don't have much time. We need to do something about Shoma and Genny.
Sorry, I can't let you do that. I came here to protect Amame. Date, if only you didn't find the body in the freezer.
Gen, she can't be prosecuted for that crime.
The statute of limitations for abandoning a corpse is 3 years. She can't get arrested for hiding the corpse 6 years ago.
But I just can't let you.
Again, you're not making any sense.
Hold on. Are you hiding something?
Shoma.
I won't let you. She's my sister.
We're not here for that.
But I have a bad feeling.
A bad feeling?
If she's not guilty of anything, then that's all the more reason you can't take her. I'm not gonna let anyone drag her away. I already lost my dad. If you take Big Sis, I'm... When I was in 1st grade, Big Sis gave me a radio-controlled toy. That's how I got into building things. She took me to robot expos and bought me books and parts. And she's working hard to save money to send me to college. These last 6 years have been hell. It was hard and painful. Sometimes I wanted to die. But she's always cheered me up and supported me.
During all of the gene therapy,
Big Sis always protected me. Now it's my turn to protect her. She's more important to me than my own life. So, if you're gonna take her, you're gonna have to kill me first!
Shoma.
Amame accepted every part of me. She saw me for who I was. It wasn't out of pity or sympathy. Her accepting me came naturally, like it was nothing. I've never met anyone like her. And I need to care for her the way she's cared for me. I promise to protect Amame. So I can't let you.
Kenny.
That's all the more reason then.
If you really have those feelings for her.
If we do nothing, Terror will accomplish his mission.
A terrible virus is going to spread.
The world will devolve into chaos. No one will be safe.
Not even Amame.
No.
So you need to help us.
We need Mame's information to stop this plan.
Amame must know something.
Are you okay with ruining her future?
Don't you want to protect her?
Then please.
Come on, Amane.
Mame, you know something important, don't you? Something about the Nirvana Initiative and Terror. Maybe something about Tokiko. That's what we're here to find out.
Six years ago, on the 13th.
6 years ago, on February 13th, you saw Terror, didn't you, Mame? At Studio Devita?
What happened back then? What did he say? You still haven't told us.
Hey, wait, yeah, because... we worked that out here. Like, Ryuki did this somnium yesterday. And she was kind of critically unresponsive, wasn't she? Oh, welcome back, you haven't missed much. We're just talking to Amane, trying to get to the bottom of what she knows.
I looked into her head yesterday, but there was nothing on what happened at Devita. But in the somnium, Mame said...
Nirvana. Collected. Genocide.
Which would mean you know something about the Nirvana Initiative.
On February 10th this year...
5 days ago, on February 10th, did you meet with Tokiko? We don't have hard evidence, but a witness saw you.
Anyway, Mame headed into Horadori Institute by herself. I saw another person follow her in right after. It was Tokiko Shigure, president of NICE Japan.
Out Komeiji.
Well,
I know this is a touchy subject, so let me say it. Terror killed Komeiji, your father. It stands to reason that you absolutely despise Terror.
Are you saying she killed him?
That's ridiculous!
Oh, my controller's disconnecting a lot.
Ryuki looked into Tokiko's head. 3 days ago, on February 12th.
I don't know. She definitely knows something. I don't know if she did it, though.
He saw Tokiko threatening someone.
I saw everything. If you don't do as I say, I'm sure you know where this is going.
Could Tokiko have been threatening you, Amame?
Mame.
Do you hate Terror? The man who killed your father? Terror's plan is still ongoing. The Nirvana initiative? It's going to bring Nai's madness to the whole world. We need to talk to Mame in order to stop it. Do you want Terror to win? Don't you want to stop his plan? Destroy his ambitions? Isn't that the only way to get closure for your father's death? If you resent Terror, if you want revenge, please, we need your help, Shoma.
Shoma. Denny. It's Raboji. Bibi. By the way, Date.
Leone in the fridge?
No.
Guy who doesn't put the toilet seat down.
What? The TC Purge? I told you already. I've developed a resistance to it.
But your brain's neurons were still affected, right?
Yeah, but those symptoms are being held in check with some special medicine.
It's not mass-produced, so we can't give it to too many people, if that's what you're thinking.
It's Ryuki, he seems fine now. TV? Family altar. Matsu. Ame. Ah. Closet. X-ray. Oh no!
No way.
A thermite bomb.
A what?
You're right.
It sure is.
That little...
Yeah, Ryuki... I was suspecting something like that from all the times he was glitching out. It's also behind his memory loss.
Hey, Shoma, what is this?
It's a bomb. A thermite bomb.
I know that!
Then why did you ask?
Why is it here?
I made it.
You made it?
Thermite reactions are pretty simple. You can make one easily using common products.
I've seen Breaking Bad, that's true.
But why did you make it?
Well, to get revenge for my dad. I wanted to get Terror.
You were going to use this on him?
Yeah. But I guess it has no use now.
I guess you could just sell them on the black market, maybe.
Terror is dead, right?
God damn it. You just made the situation so much worse.
Let's decide what to do about that later.
Right. There is a more pressing issue.
What are we going to do?
The two of them aren't going to budge.
I really don't want to do this. But if we have to use force...
No, you can't do this!
Yeah, I won't let you take Big Sis!
Yanni, Shoma, that's enough.
Amame.
Big sis.
It's okay. I'll come back right away. Promise.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
You promise?
I promise.
Now, Mame,
Let's go.
Alright, so she's getting 2 somniums.